Have you ever wondered why people will wear green clothes in paradise? Why did our Prophet ﷺ have a special affection for the color green? Do you know someone with green eyes? Or perhaps you've seen the color green in a dream? Have you ever thought that wearing green clothes might influence the events in your life? Green is the most frequently encountered color in mosques, and for a specific reason, it is often recommended to pregnant women. In a moment, you will discover the great mystery behind the color green. Colors are one of the most important components of the universe we live in. The beautiful colors that emerge from the reflection of light on objects with their different shades were certainly not created without purpose. Just as every creature in nature has a reason for existence, whether we are aware of it or not. Every being, whether living or non-living, has a vibrational frequency. Similarly, we humans have a purpose for our existence, even if we don't always know it. Living beings are made of electromagnetic energy, and although we cannot see it, they have vibrational frequencies. Often, without being aware of it, we may find ourselves out of sync energetically with the people we meet, or on the contrary, we may have an intense energy exchange with them. Colors, in the same way, play many roles without our awareness. Living beings have used this hidden mystery of colors since the beginning of life, within the limits of their knowledge. As for us humans, we use the power of colors as much as we have discovered and learned. For example, those who discovered the appetite-stimulating effects of red and yellow chose to include these colors in their food business logos, and this is no coincidence. Red, furthermore, is also a symbol of power. Color therapy, which dates back to ancient Egypt, Greece, India, and China, and was later developed by Ibn Sina, is known today as chromotherapy. Blue, which gives a sense of comfort, helps you feel freer, and studies have shown that this color has a healing effect on patients in shock. For those who are anxious and scared, blue helps to distance them from their negative emotions. It is also thought that focusing on blue before sleeping can prevent nightmares. Being in an orange environment or wearing orange clothes can help you feel courageous and optimistic. Black, on the other hand, helps to hide your emotions and gives you a mysterious appearance. For people who have eating problems or struggle to control their appetite, the color purple can be of great help. Some studies have shown that purple helps treat people who are emotional or angry. For those who find it hard to resist the urge to eat, purple seems to help them control this desire. Today, our main topic is the mystery of the color green, so I won't dwell too much on the other colors. However, it is important to remember the significance of colors in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians also used colors for therapeutic purposes. For instance, they painted the rooms of patients in different colors depending on their ailments. We mentioned that all colors have different effects on various aspects of life. But can you guess what the color green, considered the most important, represents? Green symbolizes life. It represents birth and life. After hearing the following examples, I think you'll be convinced that green is a color that holds mysteries far beyond what we can understand and discover. Our Prophet ﷺ said something very interesting about our martyred brothers in the Battle of Uhud, which also reminds us of the verse in the Quran. Do not think of those who are slain in the way of Allah as dead. He said that Allah Azza wa Jal placed the souls of the martyrs of Uhud into green birds and took them to paradise. The fact that these birds were specifically green is striking. We often encounter the color green in the Quran. In our holy book, it is mentioned that the clothing of the people of paradise will be green. They will recline on green cushions and beautiful carpets there. They will wear green, fine and thick silk garments, adorned with silver bracelets. Their Lord will give them a pure drink. Get ready, because we are just beginning to explore the mysteries of green. In London, it was decided to paint the Blackfriars Bridge green, due to the increasing number of people committing suicide by jumping off the bridge. Interestingly, after the bridge was painted green, the suicide rate decreased by about 40%. I doubt there is anyone who does not recognize the positive effect of green on our psychology when we take the time to go into nature, away from the stress of technology and city buildings. We feel an irresistible longing for green. Green is a color that relaxes us, calms us, and brings us tranquility. Some studies have shown that looking at green helps in the repair and regeneration of cells. Moreover, the color green is thought to have positive effects on stomach pains and high blood pressure. Surgeons often wear green clothes during operations. One of the main reasons is that green helps them focus, given that they constantly work on the color red during surgery. Only 2% of the world's population has green eyes. According to studies, people with this rare eye color are often more successful in artistic fields with notable self-confidence and optimism. Women with green eyes, endowed with strong imaginations, were unfortunately accused of witchcraft and executed during the Middle Ages simply because they had green eyes. This is an interesting fact to remember. One of the favorite colors of our Prophet ﷺ was green. It is said that a person who sees green in a dream will have success, happiness, and receive good news. Moreover, seeing green in a dream after praying the istikhara prayer is interpreted as a sign of blessing for the actions planned. Of course, Allah Azza wa Jalla is the only one who knows the truth of all these matters. Due to our Prophet's ﷺ love for green, the Ottomans also used a green banner. According to some information, it was forbidden to wear green socks or shoes in the Ottoman Empire out of respect for this color. In studies conducted worldwide, green has been determined to be the color that inspires the most confidence and reduces stress the most, which is why banks often use green. And you know that the American dollar is also green for this reason. We use the color green in traffic lights to indicate that it is safe to proceed. Another study showed that patients who have undergone surgery and have a view of a green landscape from their room require fewer painkillers than others. Green is also a very important color for creatures in nature, as many of them are colored green to avoid being seen by their enemies. We were inspired by this too, designing green military uniforms for camouflage. As you can see, green appears in many important aspects of life. In Islamic culture, green is commonly used, whether in mosques, mausoleums, and even during funerals. The dome of our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ tomb in Medina is also green. I wonder, if green gives us such a pleasant feeling in this world, how will it appear in paradise? Let us also recall the tradition that wherever Hazrat Khidr is present, it becomes green. Stories of Khidr can be found in many cultures worldwide, and even in Western culture, Hazrat Khidr is known as the Green Man. After the flood of Noah, when Hazrat Noah was on his boat, he would send out pigeons to check if there was land to take refuge on. After some time, one of the pigeons returned with a green olive branch in its beak. Green appears again in another interesting detail of ancient Egypt. As you know, Osiris is depicted in green. Speaking of the green color of Osiris, it reminded me of a mysterious story. Have you ever heard of the green-skinned children? Let's go back to the 12th century. About 9 centuries ago, in a small village in England, events occurred whose mystery has never been fully explained. During the reign of King Stephen, in the village of Woolpit, 2 children were found, a boy and a girl. No one knew where these children came from, but they were siblings. However, there was a strange detail. Their skin was green. The villagers were terrified by these 2 green children who suddenly appeared. Besides their green skin, no one understood the language they spoke between themselves. The villagers, thinking they were hungry, offered them food, but the children refused to eat anything. Eventually, they discovered that the children liked to eat raw beans. The boy died shortly afterward, but the girl, with the help of the villagers, learned English, and her skin gradually lost its green color. Later, when she was able to express herself, she told their story. According to her, they were herding their father's cattle when they heard a deafening noise, and then they fell into a pit. When they regained consciousness, they found themselves in a completely different place. They got lost in a cave, and when they emerged, they found themselves in this village. Researchers have tried to solve the mystery of these green children for years. Some think that they had been isolated from the outside world since childhood, working as servants, and that they may have been poisoned by arsenic mines in the region, which could have turned their skin green. Various theories have been proposed, but no one has ever truly understood who these children were. There is no doubt that all the colors created by Allah Azza wa Jalla are beautiful and meaningful. But as we can feel, green seems to have a particular beauty and significance. In my opinion, green might still hold many mysteries waiting to be discovered.